Hello friends, once again welcome back to Active Education Pro. Today I am going to start another video on series lines and angles. In my last video already we have discussed about different types of angle, and in particular my last video particularly I discussed about different angles, means adjacent angles, and with examples, means with examples, certain examples I derive what is adjacent angles and the type of adjacent angles. And right now in this video I am going to say another angles. This is opposite angles, otherwise you can say this is vertically opposite angles. Opposite angles, somewhere it is written as vertically opposite angle. Look here, I know angle is made by two sides, two arms. Minimum two arms or two sides required to make an angle. If there are two lines or line segments, suppose this is A B segment, line, this is A B line. Sorry, again I draw it with black pen. Black pen is easily visible to you. This is A B and this is X Y. Here this is A B and this is X Y. There are two line segments, one is AB and another one is XY. Here it is a intersection point, this is O. Suppose this point is O, means XY has the common point O and AB line segment has the common point O. Both the lines AB and XY, both the line segment AB and XY meet at point O. This is the intersection point of these two line segment. Here at this point O, both lines intersects and makes angles, more than one angles. Here there are many more angles. Look here, this one is angle, this is another angle, this one is another angle, and this one is another angle. Here there are four angles. Here I write the name of angle here as this is P Q R S. This angle is S, this angle is P, this angle is Q, and this angle is R. There are four angles: P angle, Q angle, R angle, and S angle. Now I am going to show about the vertically opposite angles. Here Q is vertically opposite to S and P is vertically opposite to R. Q is vertically opposite to S and P angle is vertically opposite to R. Q with S and P with R. Q is vertically opposite angle of S and P is vertically opposite angle of R. There are four angles. Once again I repeat it. There are four angles P, Q, R, S. Here I nominate these angles as P, Q, R as single letter because you will confuse according, if you naming this angle X, O, A, O, Y, you will get confused. So that's why I here just using a single alphabet P, Q, R, S. I here write this angle's name. This is P, Q, R, and S. And here this topic is opposite angle. So here vertical opposite angle. This is Q is vertical opposite to angle S and angle P is vertical opposite to angle R. And there is a relationship between these angles, vertical opposite angles. Here that Q is equal to S and P is equal to R. Vertically opposite angles, the value of vertical opposite angles are same. Once again I repeat it, how this angle is formed: when two lines or two line segments intersect at a common point or pass through each other, Here O is common point for both of these line segment AB and XY. AB is passed at O of XY, and similarly XY passed at the similar point O which is present on also AB line segment. So both the lines are passing each other at the common point O, and there are four angles formed. This is P, Q, R, and S, and Q is vertical opposite to S and P is vertical opposite angle to R, and the relationship between vertical opposite angles are Q is equal to S and the angle P is equal to R. In my next topic we will solve we will derive how is the relationship between vertically opposite angles, how this angle is equal to this angle, how this angle P with equal to this R angle. So, how vertical opposite angles are equal. So, let us derive how vertical opposite angles are equal. Now, I am going to derive how the relationship between how vertical opposite angles are equal to each other. Look here, there are two line segments, one is PQ and another one is RS, and here this is the common intersection point, and there are four angles found. Similarly, in my last image already we have drawn it here. So, this is A, B, C and D. Angles are A, B, C and D, and line segments are PQ and RS. There are four angles A, B and C, D. As for our topic vertical opposite angles, we know B is vertical opposite to D and angle A is vertical opposite to C. B with D, A with C. B angle is vertical opposite to D angle and A angle is vertical opposite to C angle. Now derive the relationship between B, D and A, C. Look here. First consider the line segment SR. Line segment SR, and this line is here I point, this point, intersection point is O. SR and OP. SR is a line segment and these two angles A and B. A and B are making a linear pair of angles. Once again I repeat it, already we have we have discussed about this linear pair of angles in my last previous videos. Please visit my last videos for details about linear pair of angles. Here SR, because of SR is a straight line, SR is a line segment. So, the angles made on this, made above this line, made on this line, these are making a linear pair of angles. There are two angles, one is SOP and POR. Otherwise, you can say that this is A and this is B, and A and B both are making a linear pair of angles. So, that A angle plus B angle will be 180 degree. The sum of angle A and sum of angle A and B will be 180 degree because of SR is a straight line, SR is a line segment. These are linear pair of angles because linear pair of angles because SR is a line segment. Once again I repeat it, here SR is a line segment and OP is another meet at point O to line segment SR, and here there are two angles A and B and the sum of A and B is 180 because of they are making a linear pair of angles. Then next, now PQ is a line segment. Look here, PQ is a line segment. Here PQ is a line segment. Similarly, like A and B, here B and C present on a single line segment. This is PQ, so that B and C are a pair of linear pair of angles. Sorry, B and C are linear pair of angles. You can write here B and C will be 180 degree. Just like A and B for line segment SR, you can say that B and C making a linear pair of angles on straight line on line segment PQ. So, B plus C is equal to 180 degree. So, from these two equations, this is one equation and this is two equations. From these two equations, we find that the sum of A and B is equal to the sum of B and C. The sum of A and B is equal to sum of B and C, which is equal to 180 degree because they are forming a linear pair of angles. Now, from these both sides, cancel this angle B, so that here A is equal to C. A is equal to C. Look here, what is the relation between A and C? We know that A and C are the vertically opposite angles. So, this is the relationship between A and C is the vertical opposite angles, the value of vertical opposite angles are same. Here A is vertical opposite angle to C and A is equal to C. So, this is the relationship and this is the derivation of this relationship, how vertical opposite angles are same to its another vertical opposite angles. So, similarly you can prove B and D. Thank you. This is all about vertical opposite angles and the derivation of vertical opposite angles. In my next video, we will study about the different types of angles and many more. Thank you.